So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Just quick dive on the economic calendars. I need to change the time zone. London. And that's all. So you can find we have news today from Europe. So can be indicates the euro will be moved wide. So if you have euro USD or any pair, what including the euro, keep your eyes on the news. Tuesday we have news from USA, and Wednesday we have lots of news from China, UK, Europe, USD and Canada. So Wednesday will be really volatility. Same on Thursday, and we have non-farm payrolls on Friday. So yeah, this week is really useful. So if you are running trades on USD, Euro, GBP or GPY or Canadian dollar, you need to follow the economic calendars. Let's go on the chart. So let's start US 30. You can see the price was really close to the previous high, and after it started dropping to the downside. Try to do a trend line. You can see the price looks like rejected on it. We can find up, down, up, down, up, down. So it's bullish. I put the Fibo from low to high, and we can find the price hit the 7860 level. This is the previous high. Okay, and let's have a look at the Fibo trick from high to low, and you can find, so basically the 7860 matches perfectly with the minus 27 level. So weekly we find the trend line, we find the bullish amp, and actually if we check this region, it looks like big bullish amp, and we have main Fibo low to high 7860 and high to low Fibo trick minus 27. You can find it matches perfectly. So that's all on the weekly, and we can continue to the daily. On the daily, I'm start with the counter trend line. First I drew this one, and after we will see. So on the daily, we can find the price broke the trend line. So I think possible it's make some pullback to the downside before it's continue to the upside. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. If I adjust it a little bit. Okay, it's looking perfect. Let's try the most recently. Try here. It's also looking good. So basically we can find on this level really strong support and resistance level. So I think possible the price makes some pullback to the downside to the trend line, the counter trend line, and it's possible create the inverse head and shoulder, and after it will be continue to the upside. On the H4 we need to wait for the first red candle, because you can see the last one it's still blue, and it can be still pushing a little bit higher to this level. If the price create the first red candle, I just play the Fibo from low to high, and you can find here is the 61.80, what matches perfectly with the trend line and the counter trend line. Just a little bit here. So basically, I'm expecting US 30 bigger pullback to the 61.8 or the 7860. and after I'm looking to take a long position, and the first target will be the neckline, second one will be the -27, and the third one will be the -68. 28,000. Sorry, 68. -27. US high. Okay, that's all on the H4. Let's go back to the H1. So you can see actually from this point, 61.8, it's quite far. So if the price broke this channel, we can take a short position. So the last leg. The last leg we can find the price top 61.8, and it looks like it's still pushing to the upside. So I think possible to make some fake breakout on the trend line, and it's coming back to this level. And after it make the bigger pullback, what we're expecting. So if the price broke the counter trend line, just waiting for the test for the head and shoulder. I will use the Fibo and I will take a short position. So I'm expecting now bigger pullback to the 61.80, and after I think can be pushing higher to the H4 -27, what is 27,650, and after for the H4 -68, what is 28,000. Have you any question from US 30?
That's okay.
Let me see gold. Weekly, we can find the price sitting on the trend line. 61.8 is a little bit lower. So let's start the margin at that level. 1,825.6.
Line not on the lowest point, you know?
Yeah, it's here,
Yes.
lowest point. Because right
that's the lowest point for you.
Pardon?
That is the lowest point for you on the trend line.
Yeah, this is because the move, so it was pullback and the pullback finished here, and after it's continued to the upside.
Okay.
So basically,
Okay.
this is the lowest point and this is the highest point. And also we can find some consolidation here. So the upside move, it started end of the pullback.
Okay. Thank you.
Basically, that's all on the weekly. We can have a look one more thing. Maybe the Fibonacci matches also. Oh, it's 1.80, so it's not much. Let's go on the daily. Let's have a look at the Fibonacci. Yeah, the Fibonacci looks like matches with the 61.80. At the moment, the price is sitting on the trend line. So if price broke the trend line, the next push possible to 1,826, where is the weekly 61.80 and where is the daily 127 level. Daily we can find this is the 7860 level. Looks like in the lower time frame the price consolidating. So the question, what will be happen on this point? If the trend line is broken and the 7860 is also broken, we can expecting the price come back down to 1,826 level. If the price respecting the trend line, I think it's still possible pushing a little bit back to the upside. Let's go back on the daily. So on the daily we can find, we go from high to low, and we can find it is the 61.80. What matches with the counter trend line? So yeah, I think the best what we can do at the moment on gold, just waiting, have the price react to this level. If the price broke the trend line, we can wait for the retest and we can looking short opportunity till 1,826 level. If the price respecting the trend line and it's broke this trend line to the upside, we just need to wait for the retest and the inverted and shoulder, and after we can take a long position and we can target first the 1,900 and after just have a look Telegram what I post for you. So yeah, if the price respecting the trend line and it broke the counter trend line, we can target for the 1,900 and for TP2 the 1,910 and for TP3 the 1,925, what matches with the 61.80 and the bigger time frame trend line. So basically I'm not doing anything on gold, I'm just waiting the clear break on the trend line to the downside or the clear break to the upside. Have you any question from gold? Let's have a look, just one more thing. So if you go from high to low, we can use the -27 for the short target. It's above the trend line. -27. Okay, let's have a look just one more thing, the Fibonacci. Go from low to high. So you can find the price, it's a little bit above to the 7860, but it's still possible close above. So if it's close above, it can be pushed back to the upside, make the pullback, and we can take the long. We can use also this Fibo if the price not respecting the trend line, it's broken. The 127, it's quite close to the -27 H4, so it's a good confirmation too. Yeah, basically that's all from gold. For me, I'm just waiting how the price reacts to previous low, and if it broke the trend line, I'm just waiting to retest it, and I'm looking to take a short. If the price broke the counter trend line, I'm waiting for the inverse head and shoulder, and I'm looking to take a long. Have you any question, guys, from gold? Let's see GBP, JPY. GBP, JPY, you know exactly the bigger picture. It's showing huge downside move, but the price looks like rejected on the strong support resistance level, broke the lower time frame trend line, and it starts pushing to the upside. Just a few words from the bigger picture. So we can find the price was really close to the trend line in the 7860 as well. After we can see it's the last couple of weeks it was quite bearish, and after last week, end of last week, it started to reverse out. So if I'm going on the lower time frame, we can find the clear break on the trend line, and we had a nice opportunity on the H4 time frame. So basically on this point, you can see left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and the price broke the trend line, created the big bullish arm, came back to the 7860, and you can see it's already topped the previous high on the -27. So the next push will be -68. After, I think possible some bigger pullback, maybe on this trend line, and can we continue a little bit higher. US 30 and GBP, JPY have some correlation. And so basically, we are expecting some pullback on US 30. We can expecting some pullback on GBP, JPY too. So I'm not doing anything. I'm just wait have the price reject to the -68, and if it starts pushing back after it stopped the -68, take long position from low to high, and you can find 61.80, or actually the 7860 is looking a little bit better because with the strong support resistance level. So I'm waiting the final push to the -68, and after I'm waiting the pullback, and I'm looking to take a long position. Have you any question from GBP, JPY? Let me see GBP. GBP AUD, we can find the price top the trend line. We can find also really strong support resistance level on this point. We can trend line from the top, but it's not looking really good. So I'm just going to the lower time frame a little bit. We can find this trend line is also broken. If we are waiting some pullback on GBP, GPY, we can expect some pullback in GBP AUD as well. On the weekly, we can find nothing on the last leg because it's still very bullish. So we can place the FIBO at the moment. Continue to the daily. So if you go from high to low, we can find the moment the price sitting on the 7860, and also it's really, really strong support and resistance level. So I think also we can expect some pullback from this level to the trend line. The price still continuing to the upside. We can set the 127 for target. 500. This high. H4. So we can find it's also really bullish at the moment. I'm not doing anything, I'm just waiting the first red candle, and after I'm waiting for the pullback to the trend line. And I just follow the move. The question now, we already find it. So no, the daily, this is the 7860 level. So the price reject to this level, we need to wait how the price will be react to this trend line, because if it's broken, it's possible to make some bigger push to the downside, and it's create the inverse head and shoulder. When the price started pushing to the downside, and just follow the move with the counter trend line, and I'm waiting how the price will be react to the FIBO 61.8 or 7860. If the price respecting these two levels and also the counter trend line break to the upside, I will take a long position. If the price not respecting the trend line, the 7860 or the 61.80, and yeah, of course the trend line is broken, and change my scenario, and I'm not looking to take a long, I'm looking to take a short, and I'm waiting the bigger pullback to the trend line and to the low to high FIBO 61.80 or 7860. So basically something like this. If this trend line is broken, I think we can expect some bigger pullback to the downside. It can be create the inverse head and shoulder. So this is what I think from GBP at the moment. Have you any question, guys?
No, I'll start that. Thank you.
see Euro USD. So we can find also nice bearish candle last week. Price dropped huge to the downside, and now looks like stuck on this level. You can find too many things here. Maybe I can use the figure trick from low to high, and yes, you can see the price stopped on the 127 level. And we see another high. You can find it is also 61.80 level. So we have double figure confirmation. We can find too many other things on this level, but you can see the momentum was really bearish, so I think possible it's make some pullback to the upside before it's drop to the downside again. So we can find, looks like the price broke the trend line. It's pushing a little bit higher. You see the view from high to low. Here is the 61.8 and here is the 78.60. So I think possible the price pushing to the 61.80, or actually I think better the 78.60. After the price reversal, that point, we can wait for the pullback and for the inverse head and shoulder, and possible after we can take a long position from this point, and we can target first the previous high. And then the price reversal from the 78.60, we can put another figure from low to high, and you can find the 61.8 is matches with the left shoulder, and the minus 27 is matches perfectly with the previous high level. After the minus 68, 70. So this is what I think from Euro USD. I'm waiting some push to the upside after pullback to the same level. That is the left shoulder, and after I'm waiting a little bit bigger upside move on it. So that's all for me. Euro USD. On gold, we're just waiting how the price break the trend line to the downside or break the counter trend line to the upside. Still waiting one more push to the upside on US 30 after we are waiting for the inverse for the head and shoulder, and GPY waiting one more push to the upside to the minus 68 after bigger pullback to the downside. GBP scanner US same, and on US Euro USD. We are waiting some upside move after the pullback and the long position. Have you any question, guys? Or would you like to analyze anything else with my help?
Then can you go in 1 hour in Euro USD, please? Okay, I can't text. Would you consider that like a bullish sham here? And also if we put another trend line here and down. Yeah.
Okay, you do on my screen.
No, actually I mean from a downside, from 78.6 to the upside.
Okay.
No, I can't draw down here. Can I? Yes. All right, let me do that.
You can now.
All right. Would you consider that like bullish sham? Even if it's a little bit like fake out?
Yeah, it's also possible.
And even if in that it's 78.6 and 61.8 same too.
Yeah.
So, and that counter trend line, it's almost touched in minus 27, so it's a big area right here. And this counter trend line, what is going on? I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also possible.
All right.
I will follow, so if I find any opportunity on it, I will let you know.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, guys, so it was the weekly breakdown team call. Have a great trading week for everybody. Try to take the best opportunity. Stay patient on gold, and if you see a nice opportunity and the picture is clear, just take it.
Thank you so
Have
much.
a nice trading week, guys. Take care. See you later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.